Welcome back to Monday Night Raw, everybody, and it is time to find out if the Raw Women's Championship match at Backlash will be turned into a triple threat if Charlotte is able to win. Due to what happened last week with Nia Jax, attacking Charlotte backstage before the match even started. It was supposed to be a triple threat last week. Charlotte was not able to compete last week due to what Nia Jax did, putting her through a table in the backstage area right before coming out here, and it ended up being a one-on-one match between Asuka and Nia Jax. So Hulk Hogan, our general manager, thought it wasn't fair, so he put Charlotte against Becky Lynch here tonight, and if Charlotte can pick up a win against Becky Lynch, the match at Backlash will be added to Charlotte will be added to that, and it will be a triple threat match for the Raw Women's Championship. And Nia Jax definitely does not want that. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if Nia Jax somehow gets involved here tonight. I don't know how she would, but Nia Jax, I mean, she's a beast of a woman, and Becky Lynch needs to be worried for Backlash. I mean, I know I'm worried for Becky Lynch at Backlash, but honestly, I still have faith in the man, Becky Lynch, that she can get the job done at Backlash and still walk in next week as our Raw Women's Champion. I mean, I cannot wait for this match. I mean, Charlotte and Becky have put on some of the greatest women's matches in wrestling history, and honestly, I cannot wait for this match to start and see if Becky Lynch will have to be in a triple threat match at Backlash. Here we go. The match is official as the referee rings the bell, and it is the man versus the queen. And Becky Lynch looking to just throw Charlotte right there with a underhook suplex right there to Charlotte, and then a slap to the chest of Charlotte, and another one knocking down Charlotte this time. And Becky Lynch going for the cover early right there, not even able to get a one count as the queen. Charlotte Flair able to kick out, and Charlotte picking up Becky Lynch right there, looking for a snake eyes in the ropes right there, and that has got to be painful. I mean, what a move, but Becky Lynch able to counter right there with a leg sweep right there, a dragon screw right there. And honestly, Becky Lynch is the man, and she knows how to get the job done, and that's exactly what Becky Lynch is going to do here tonight. She does not want to be in a triple threat match with Backlash, even though I guarantee she probably would, as Charlotte able to counter with a super kick right there, and then taking Becky Lynch down with an STO, and Charlotte Flair was in control, but Becky Lynch able to counter right there with a punch to the queen right there to the gut, and Becky Lynch with that over the back like DDT right there, or float over DDT. Yeah, float over DDT, and then a big knee right there to the face of Charlotte Flair, and Becky Lynch taking control of this match early on against the queen, Charlotte Flair, with the punch right there, and then another slap, but Charlotte able to hit her with another slap, going for a clothesline, but Becky Lynch with that float over DDT once again, but Charlotte Flair with a kick up right there, and Becky Lynch picking her up right there for a suplex, and down goes the queen, Charlotte Flair. Becky Lynch, the athleticism and the destruction that the man can do, and you are seeing it right here. I mean, not giving the queen a single chance, but right there might have been a mistake, as Charlotte picks up Becky Lynch with the electric chair slam right there, and Becky Lynch celebrated a bit too soon. And here comes Nia Jax. What in the world is happening? Nia Jax coming down to the ring right now, or maybe she's inside of the ring. The referee is distracted, so is Charlotte. Becky is still down. What is going to happen? And Nia Jax is behind Charlotte. Do not turn around. And here we go. Nia Jax picking up. The referee still distracted, picking her up for that Samoan drop right there, and the referee turns around and sees Nia Jax, but apparently not calling a disqualification, and Becky Lynch crawling to the cover. I mean, Nia Jax getting involved. I knew she would, putting her arm over Charlotte right there for the cover. 1, 2, and no, Charlotte able to kick out, and Nia Jax did not get her way of making it a one-on-one match at Backlash, at least not yet. And Becky Lynch thought she had it, but Becky Lynch cannot be happy about that with that roundhouse kick right there, and then a float over DDT once again. Honestly, I don't even think Becky Lynch even knew what happened, as Becky Lynch is calling for Charlotte to get back up, as Charlotte is down in the corner right there, and Becky Lynch with a knee to the face of Charlotte, knocking her down. I mean, like I said, Becky Lynch didn't even know what what happened, and once she finds out, she's not going to be happy. I mean, I can tell you that. But a epic clothesline right there by the man, Becky Lynch, going for the cover. 1, 2, and no, kick out again. That too. I mean, Nia Jax wanted Charlotte out of this match, and it's not happening yet, but Becky Lynch has to do the rest now if Nia Jax wants to have a one-on-one match. I mean, Nia Jax cannot get back involved, or the referee might see it this time and might disqualify Charlotte and add Charlotte into the match with multiple knees right there to the midsection of Becky Lynch right there, and Charlotte Flair taking control of this match. I mean, we thought Nia Jax screwed Charlotte, but a big knee right there to the queen, by the queen, to the man Becky Lynch, and Becky Lynch is not in good shape right now, and a spear by Charlotte taking down Becky Lynch. I mean, Becky Lynch not in good shape right now. This might be a triple threat match now. 2, 3, and Becky Lynch barely gets the short up. I mean, that spear almost ended it and about made Backlash turn into a triple threat match. I mean, we already have amazing matches at Backlash. I mean, just adding Charlotte Flair to the match would honestly be an epic improvement to the match. But honestly, I cannot wait to see if Becky Lynch is able to beat Nia Jax right there with a spinning heel kick right there after that counter by the man Becky Lynch. And Becky Lynch back in control, looking for the disarm her, and she is able to connect with it. And if she might not have it in all the way, but Charlotte might be tapping out right now. If Charlotte taps out, it is not going to be a triple threat. It will be Becky Lynch and Nia Jax one-on-one if Charlotte is able to tap out. But Charlotte not giving up yet as she shoves Becky Lynch off of her after Becky had that disarm her in very tight right there. And Becky Lynch able to counter Charlotte Flair right there with a couple punches to the midsection of Charlotte. And Becky Lynch back in control right here, looking for a pin. Flip it over. This could be the end of the match right here. 1, 2, 3, and no. Charlotte Flair able to kick out once again. This match has been crazy, and Becky Lynch accidentally takes out Charlotte Flair and the referee right there. I mean, I don't even know what just happened right there. She went for a kick for Charlotte Flair, and the referee was somehow in the way, and the referee took most of that hit right there by Becky Lynch, and the man still not giving up this pursuit right now. I mean, she doesn't care if she took out the referee, even if it was an accident, which it was an accident. Don't think that Becky Lynch did it on purpose, because I guarantee you she did not, as she is putting Charlotte Flair up onto the top rope right here, possibly looking for a move-ending, like a match-ending move. She might be looking for that Bex Proto off the top rope, and that is exactly what she's looking for. She hits the Bex Proto, possibly looking for the end of the match right there, and Becky Lynch just made this a one-on-one match at Backlash 2, 3, and Charlotte Flair not able to kick out after that Bex Proto from the top rope. I mean, what a move and what a finish to this match. I mean, congrats to Becky Lynch on a huge victory against the Queen Charlotte Flair. I mean, Nia Jax got involved. I guarantee you Becky is not happy about that. I mean, I wouldn't be happy about that, but congrats to Becky Lynch either way. I mean, she will go to Backlash to face Nia Jax on a one-on-one match for the Raw Women's Championship, and Charlotte Flair will not be on the match card at Backlash, and I seriously thought she was going to be, but congrats to the man Becky Lynch on a big win here tonight on Monday Night Raw. Okay, Becky Lynch gets the win. What a match that was. But Nia Jax coming back out on the stage. I was wondering if we were going to see her again. And Becky Lynch and Nia Jax pretty much saying some words that probably should not be said on live TV. I mean, we don't know what they said, but here comes Becky Lynch out of the ring, and Nia Jax still on the stage, and this might not end well. I mean, Becky Lynch following Nia Jax up onto the stage, and this might end in a big brawl or something, or somebody might get hurt, and this match might not happen. And Becky Lynch with a punch to Nia Jax, and they are going back and forth. Both women are going back and forth, and here comes the security guards. Becky Lynch goes for a kick, trying to kick Nia Jax out of the way, and here they go again, brawling again, and what a brawl this was. I mean, I did not expect this tonight. It's time for some tag team action here on Monday Night Raw, and it's pretty weird that all 4 Undisputed Era members will be in action here tonight. We have this tag team match right here. I mean, we got the Undisputed Era taking on Dolph Ziggler and Robert Roode, the Glorious Show-Offs, and in the main event, we have Roderick Strong and Adam Cole taking on Seth Rollins and a partner of Seth Rollins choosing. And we have word that Seth Rollins still has not chosen a partner yet, and he still has till the end of the night, till the main event, to find out, till we find out who his partner is. He has to find a partner by then, or this match will be a 2-on-1 handicap match. But enough of that, and right now, the Undisputed Era last week with an impressive victory in that triple threat #1 contender tag team match. It was the Undisputed Era versus the versus Heavy Machinery and the Authors of Pain, and what a match it was. I mean, triple threat tornado elimination match. The Undisputed Era able to pick up a win, and will go to Backlash this Sunday to take on the Viking Raiders in what is to be an amazing match by both of the teams. But here comes the Undisputed Era's opponents here tonight. It is the Glorious Show-Offs. Coming out first is Dolph Ziggler. I mean, this might be a good match, but I believe Undisputed Era's got this one in the bag. I mean, I just have a good feeling about it. I'm not trying to be biased, but I'm a huge fan of the Undisputed Era, and I cannot wait to see what they do in this match right before Backlash. And honestly, I cannot wait for that big match at Backlash. But Dolph Ziggler and Robert Roode weren't even in that number 1 contenders match last week. They ended up having to fight the B team, I believe it was. Yeah, I believe it was the B team that they had to fight, so they are not happy. They wanted to come in here tonight and beat the number 1 contenders so that they could prove that they are better than the number 1 contenders, but I don't think that they have a chance here tonight. I mean, especially since Undisputed Era has been on fire. I mean, Adam Cole's fighting for the Universal Championship Sunday. I mean, I cannot wait for that match, but here comes the glorious one, Robert Roode, and honestly, I cannot believe Robert Roode has only been a United States champion and a tag team champion here in the WWE. I mean, he is World Championship material, and he might end up going for a singles title here eventually. I mean, maybe if him and Dolph Ziggler don't work out, and to be honest, they are not working out. They have a total of 1 victory in just 3 weeks, and they are not doing that good at all. I mean, but they're looking here to pick up a win against the number 1 contenders, and if they do that, they might just go straight back up to the top of the food chain here on the tag team division on Monday Night Raw, but we have to wait and see if they are able to pick up a win against the Undisputed Era. But I cannot wait for this match. I mean, Undisputed Era, Bobby Fish, Kyle O'Reilly, Dolph Ziggler, Robert Roode, right here, tag team action before the big tag team main event. I mean, I cannot wait for that, but I cannot wait for this match right now. Okay, here we go. It is the challengers to the Raw Tag Team Championships, the Undisputed Era, taking on the glorious show-offs right there as Bobby Fish with a scoop slam taking down Dolph Ziggler, and then a kick to the back of Ziggler right there, and then another kick to the back. I mean, the striking ability by both Fish and O'Reilly is very impressive. I mean, that is what they are. They are strikers, taking down Dolph Ziggler with a jumping elbow drop right there, and what not a jumping elbow drop, a jumping forearm right there, throwing Dolph Ziggler into the corner of the Undisputed Era, possibly looking for a tag team move to kick the things off here in the match, as here comes Kyle O'Reilly right there with that butterfly DDT into the wheelbarrow suplex right there by Kyle O'Reilly, and what a move by the future tag team champions, I believe. I mean, they have a huge match at Backlash against the Viking Raiders, and honestly, I believe that could probably steal the night at Backlash, and I cannot wait for that. But here we are, tag team match here tonight. Dolph Ziggler gets thrown through the middle rope right there, and Dolph Ziggler taken out of the ring, and Kyle O'Reilly onto the apron right there at Dolph Ziggler, calling for Dolph Ziggler to get back up as Robert Roode is on the apron looking at Dolph Ziggler concerned, and here we go with a big elbow right there to the head of Dolph Ziggler, and that is what I'm talking about, the striking ability of both O'Reilly and Fish, and honestly, that is why they are former NXT Tag Team Champions. I mean, I cannot wait to see if they can beat the Viking Raiders Sunday at Backlash, but Dolph Ziggler sending O'Reilly back into the ring, and O'Reilly might be in danger right now of the show-off Dolph Ziggler. I mean, the show-off Dolph Ziggler is an amazing athlete, has not held that many championships lately, but right there with an arm drag, going for a big boot, but Dolph Ziggler was able to get out of the way, and here we go, Kyle O'Reilly, look at the ability. I mean, he is able to strike, he is able to move. I mean, that is why I love the Undisputed Era right there with a big arm breaker right there, and going for a submission hold right there, or maybe not, he's just like trying to break the arm of Dolph Ziggler, and that has got to be painful right there, and Kyle O'Reilly is taking control of this match against Dolph Ziggler right here, grabbing him by the head, possibly looking for another tag team move, and Dolph Ziggler is practically almost out already, as here we go, another tag team move right here, looking for a suplex right here, but a kick to the ribs right there to the side of the head of Dolph Ziggler actually by Bobby Fish, and Bobby Fish going for the cover, possibly looking for the win right here on Dolph Ziggler. 1, 2, and no, able to kick out before 1. Robert Roode tried to break it up, but he was not there in time, as Dolph Ziggler was indeed able to kick out. Dolph Ziggler able to counter, Irish whipping Bobby Fish to the corner right there, and then a big shoulder tackle by the show-off Dolph Ziggler, and then a big kick by Bobby Fish, able to counter right there, but gets hit with a power slam by Dolph Ziggler for the cover, possibly the end of the match. 1, 2, 3, but Bobby Fish able to kick out right there. I thought that was the end of the match, but Dolph Ziggler almost picked up the win after a big power slam, and here comes the glorious Robert Roode that gets met with a power scoop slam right there by Bobby Fish, and Bobby Fish looks to take control after Dolph Ziggler makes the tag to Robert Roode right here, and then a big kick to the back of Robert Roode like we saw he hit on Dolph Ziggler earlier, but a big stomp right there to the arm Oh my god, dude, that could have broken the arm right there. And targeting the arm is Bobby Fish now right there, slamming it down after twisting it right there. And Robert Roode could be in big trouble right here as Bobby Fish taking control with a big punch right there, but a kick to the gut right there, and then a neck breaker by the glorious Robert Roode right there. And Bobby Fish looking for a hot tag, but Robert Roode not allowing it right here. And then a big knee right there to the back of the head, and that has gotta hurt. I mean, that could give you a concussion right there as Robert Roode takes control, going for the big kick again, but gets hit with a elbow into the knee right there, and then a backbreaker by Bobby Fish. I mean, look at that backbreaker, looking for a hot tag already is Robert Roode, but not gonna happen. And look at the kicks, the strikes by Bobby Fish, but Robert Roode was able to counter with a big jumping neck breaker right there, was able to counter and then hit the big jumping neck breaker, but Bobby Fish with a forearm right there, and then a big kick right there to Robert Roode, knocking him down. I mean, that spinning backwards roundhouse kick, I mean, what a kick that was. And then going for his finishing submission right there, but a rope break right there. He was looking for the end, making him tap out, but it was not enough as he was in the ropes right there. And here comes Kyle O'Reilly. Robert Roode is down on the ground, and Kyle O'Reilly able to pick him up right there, and then a big slap right there, taking him down right there with multiple punches after grappling on top of him right there with multiple punches right there. What a sequence right there by Kyle O'Reilly right there, going for a big kick again, but was countered by a kick to the thigh, and then a spear by the glorious Robert Roode, taking down Kyle O'Reilly. And here possibly will be coming to show off Dolph Ziggler in the match again, but he's already taken so much damage as he's going for the glorious DDT right there, but Kyle O'Reilly able to counter, picking him up right here. What in the world is this? He's got him right there, and then a big DDT. I don't even know what that was, but that was an amazing DDT, and honestly, if he hits that at Sunday, that could be the end of the match, just like it is right here. 2, 3, but no, Robert Roode barely got the shoulder up right there, but Dolph Ziggler tried to break it up. I honestly cannot believe Robert Roode was able to kick out right there, but where is Bobby Fish going as Robert Roode able to counter with a punch right there, trying to knock him out with a clothesline right there, but what in the world, Bobby Fish takes out Dolph Ziggler right there, throwing him into the barricade, and then a big suplex off of the top rope right there by Robert Roode. And what is Bobby Fish doing in the ring now after taking out Dolph Ziggler right here with a back suplex to Robert Roode, letting Kyle O'Reilly take control with a big pin right here, possibly the end of the match too. And Robert Roode once again able to kick out right there after an amazing double assault right there by Bobby Fish. I mean, taking out Dolph Ziggler, then going after Robert Roode. I mean, what a sequence that was right there. And here we go, looking for the end right here, looking for the tag team submission, and here we go. It is going to be the end right there. Take out Dolph Ziggler, and you have won this match, Undisputed Era, going in the backlash. I mean, huge momentum right here with the cover. 1, 2, 3, and the Undisputed Era are victorious, and we still have that huge tag team main event where the other two members of the Undisputed Era will be in tag team action as well. But huge momentum going in the backlash right here for Bobby Fish and Kyle O'Reilly. I mean, what a match we had right there. The Undisputed Era was in control of most of that match right there. I mean, look at that big, beautiful kick right there by Bobby Fish. And, like, I don't even think Dolph Ziggler or Robert Roode even hit a finishing maneuver right there. I mean, we thought it was over right there after Bobby Fish took out Dolph Ziggler and then hit him with a back suplex. But right there is what the end of the match was, the tag team finisher, able to pick up a win, and congrats to the Undisputed Era. I mean, what a match that was, and what momentum they have going into Backlash Sunday. Great match, Undisputed. But you see, Dolph Ziggler and Robert Roode, we've beat them before, and well, they aren't up to both our levels. So if you think that beating them proves anything, it doesn't, boys. And come Backlash Sunday, we will destroy you and anyone who stands in our way, because we can't be stopped by anyone. For anyone in that locker room, and you, Undisputed Era, get ready for the raid. Here comes a man who is in the top 1%. EC3 is in action here tonight against a returning Drew McIntyre, who we haven't seen since week 1 after that amazing Fatal 4-Way match. And EC3 is taking on Drew McIntyre. And EC3, I mean, he better be looking behind the shoulder. I mean, the Fiend might be lurking again. I mean, the Fiend, EC3 was the first man the Fiend took out. I mean, I feel bad. But here comes Drew McIntyre. He might want to watch out, because Drew McIntyre is coming out here with a Luthez press right there with multiple punches to EC3. And will this match even happen? Drew McIntyre coming out here taking out the garbage. Probably what he has said multiple times. I mean, that is probably what he's saying right now, that EC3 is garbage. I mean, that is who Drew McIntyre is. He doesn't think anybody is up to his speed, up to his level. But EC3 is in danger here. I mean, Drew McIntyre is a dangerous SOB, and with multiple punches like there, EC3 able to get out of what Drew McIntyre was looking for, but Drew McIntyre throws EC3 across the freaking outside, all the way to the other side of the ring, and Drew McIntyre is scary, and finally we get EC3 back into the ring, and here comes Drew McIntyre, and this match is official after a brutal attack at the beginning of this match. Drew McIntyre in control with multiple punches to EC3, but honestly, EC3 better be watching out, because like I said, the Fiend could be somewhere lurking in this building. I mean, Drew McIntyre might want to watch out too. I mean, we don't know what the Fiend is capable of. I mean, we have not yet seen him here tonight, and with a beautiful knee right there to the back of the head and multiple punches again, trying to end EC3's career, possibly looking to bust him open. I don't know, give him a concussion, break his head. I don't know what Drew McIntyre is thinking about doing with multiple punches again. Drew McIntyre is just one scary dude, and he doesn't care whether you get hurt or not, and that's exactly what he's doing to EC3, but EC3 countering with a slap right there, and then a big clothesline, and Drew McIntyre able to counter right there with a Russian leg sweep right there, the EC3, and Drew McIntyre is in control of this match, going for an elbow right there to the knee, and that has got to like dislocate the knee or something. Another one. I mean, just the way that it is, he's just attacking EC3's legs for some reason. I don't know why. Another kick to the back of the thigh of EC3, and Drew McIntyre really does not care. He is just taking it to EC3 as he just throws him hard against, like, into the turnbuckles right there, taking him down, and Drew McIntyre sending him back into the corner with his head into the turnbuckle right there, and a jumping elbow into the corner, and Drew McIntyre in control of this match. I mean, he has been since the beginning, and a big stomp to the head of EC3. I mean, I seriously think he's just looking to injure EC3 right now. I mean, he doesn't care for the well-being of EC3. He doesn't care about winning. He just cares about dominating. And look, oh my God, no, not this, not the Alabama Slammer face first. I mean, off of the rope. I mean, Drew McIntyre is just destroying this kid. I mean, just destroying EC3, and it's going to be very over soon. And then the big Glasgow headbutt right there. I mean, what a move. A big headbutt, and looking for the Claymore kick right here, and he is able to connect, going for the pin, and that is the match. EC3's done. 1, 2, 3, and EC3 didn't even stand a chance here tonight. Drew McIntyre basically took that match, went into it and destroyed EC3. I mean, EC3 is going to be out for like maybe a week or two. I mean, he just got destroyed at the beginning of the match. I mean, but yeah, that is who Drew McIntyre is, and whenever we get close to Money in the Bank, he might be one of the men who qualify for Money in the Bank, because we know that the pay-per-view after Money in the Bank is, after Backlash is indeed Money in the Bank, and Drew McIntyre is my pick to get into that match and possibly win the Money in the Bank briefcase. Oh crap, did you just hear that sound? I think I know what's gonna happen. Oh my God, no, the lights are out. The lights are out. Is it who? It's gotta be the Fiend. It has to be the Fiend. Drew McIntyre, get out of there if you have a chance. But this might not end good for Drew McIntyre. And the Fiend's in the ring, taking him down with a clothesline. The Fiend out of nowhere with a clothesline to Drew McIntyre. And the referee's just standing there in the ring. The referee needs to get control of this. Referee needs to kick the Fiend out, but no offense to the referee. I would run. I wouldn't even get involved right now, as he just washes the face of Drew McIntyre right there into that top rope, picking up Drew McIntyre. I mean, I don't know what the Fiend is looking to do right here, but it is going to be deadly. And oh my God, he slams him down right there. Oh my, face first, throat first, whatever you want to call it. That is just devastating. Drew McIntyre gets thrown out of the ring, and the Fiend is here, and he doesn't care about anybody's well-being, just like Drew McIntyre. I mean, he will take out anybody, but if you think about it, this might be the wrong person the Fiend needs to take out. I mean, the Fiend versus Drew McIntyre. I mean, this is not like what you want Drew McIntyre. I mean, the Fiend just out of nowhere throwing Drew McIntyre right into the LED ring post, and this match was over. I mean, he destroyed EC3, but apparently the Fiend didn't like how Drew McIntyre like destroyed him, and Drew McIntyre sent right there with a big shoulder tackle by the Fiend, Irish whipping him, and then brought him back with the shoulder tackle, and the Fiend with the, oh my god, no, the mandible crawl, the Fiend with the mandible crawl. I mean, what in the world? That's got to be the end of this. I mean, the Fiend's got to be done. The Fiend looks to be done. I mean, just please let the lights go out. But no, what in the world? The Fiend is not done. He doesn't care what happens to Drew McIntyre or not. I mean, sending him into the ring steps right there. I mean, gut first. And I don't even know what to say. The Fiend just doesn't care, sending him back into the barricade right there and then slamming his head off of the barricade. The Fiend does not care, sending him back into the barricade right there. And oh my god, no, he's going to spear him through the barricade. Please, no. Oh my god, no. Right through the barricade goes Drew McIntyre. What in the world just happened? I mean, Drew McIntyre just got sent straight through the barricade by the Fiend. Drew McIntyre got absolutely destroyed with that spear through the barricade. I mean, seriously, this needs to stop. The Fiend just needs to quit attacking Drew McIntyre right now. But honestly, I don't know if the Fiend's going to be done after that or not. He might be looking for the mandible claw again. I mean, I don't know. I'm kind of scared for Drew McIntyre as Bray Wyatt picks up Drew McIntyre and he's going for the mandible claw again, and it is in, and Drew McIntyre has got to be out. The Fiend with another mandible claw, the second mandible claw after spearing him through the barricade. I mean, this has been one of the Fiend's worst attacks here on Monday Night Raw. I mean, this was just absolutely brutal. He destroyed Drew McIntyre. I mean, Drew McIntyre might be out for maybe a week or two. I mean, I thought he was going to be one of the men in the Money in the Bank qualifying matches, but I don't know if he will after that. I mean, he might be looking for some revenge against the Fiend. I mean, that was just absolutely brutal, and the lights are still out, and Fiend's probably definitely going to be up on that stage, and that's exactly where he is. I mean, I'm sorry, Drew McIntyre. I mean, I don't like Drew McIntyre, but nobody deserves to be attacked by the Fiend, even if it is Drew McIntyre.